So the next story we have here is about some names that the Xbox, the original Xbox, when Microsoft was just jumping board with the home console race, some alternate names for it, which I thought were pretty interesting. There was the code name, which was WEP, W-E-P, which stood for Windows Entertainment Project. That was a consideration. And there was also a whole bunch of crazy acronyms, like, let me see here. There was FACE, which meant Full Action Center, MARC, which was Microsoft Action Reality Center, and TSO, which was 360, which makes me think that came back eventually, you know, with the Xbox 360, obviously. And probably the closest one to it was the Direct Xbox. In which case, everyone within the company we're just calling it Xbox throughout emails, and then they eventually are like, let's just call it Xbox. Like, forget the Direct Xbox, just Xbox, whatever. Do you think that the Xbox name was the right choice? Like, did it really, at least better than all those other choices? And if not, do you think you have a better name?
There's one that I like better, and it happens to be the very top one, the Max. Like. That is the only one that is even close to being anywhere close to cool. Like
the Max.
We're just kind of ridiculous.
Take it to the max.
Call it R&R. Reality and Revolution. Like that's a joke, right? Like somebody just wrote that on the board and was like, because it's stupid.
Right.
The Lex would be kind of cool. Live entertainment experience. That would be kind of cool.
I feel like the funniest one I've seen so far was Extreme Experience. It just feels like you have to have some kind of voice behind it. Extreme Experience.
I was gonna say, like,
swear.
Extreme.
I think that sticking with Xbox is probably a good safe bet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting. It's different. It's one of the Myth. MITH, Myth.
Oh, Myth. Oh, okay. I thought you were like, there's a myth behind this.
Microsoft Interactive Theater. That is ridiculous. Sony in accounting made the right decision, but he just first decided to call it the Xbox. He's like, Direct Xbox sounds awful. Let's just call it the Xbox. And everybody's like, yeah, well, why don't you send that out on an email? And Tony never got credit. So Tony, or Randy, or whatever your name is in accounting.
Made up name. Just throw them under the bus. I feel like Microsoft was like almost afraid, because I remember looking into like the naming when the original Xbox came out. I'm like thinking Xbox. Why were they naming Xbox? I remember looking it up way back then, and I think I heard something where Microsoft were like afraid that they were going to come across as being like a porn console or something with that X in the box,
Well, it's a secondary consideration. Once you decide to make it that, you're like, oh no. Whoops.
I don't really know what to say about the whole name thing as far as like, if you really were thinking about a good name, it's kind of like, that's good that it was made that way with everybody calling it something different, because at that point it's like, well, this is a stupid name. And then everybody was like, hey, we're just going to, maybe they didn't think about taking the Direct off. Maybe they just wanted to shorthand, and put Xbox. So that's actually kind of cool. That means
they wanted to show like the higher ups that it was just a dumb name to begin with, and they just did like their own iteration of it, which just caught fire. So yeah.
The name's creation kind of came from the staff, I guess you could say, so to speak.
Consensus.
Yeah.
Sort of thought. This is what this is saying.
Who's to say that wasn't some part of somebody's master plan?
It will be called the Xbox, damn it.